Book 5. My Laiba. How far would you go to save the one you love? This is one of my favorite novels. It is a horror, suspense, and love story. Not because I wrote it, but because I feel it was amazing in which it came about. I was writing out a story about Maxine. Maxine was to be another young female lead whose family moved to a new neighborhood. The subdivision was at the edge of the forest, and because Maxine didn't have any friends, she went along with some local girls. The girls dared her to go to a cabin, and to make a long story short, her brother ends up getting killed by something in the cabin. The monster is Laiba. Now I needed a complete backstory for Laiba, and when I began to write the backstory, the novel My Laiba was born. My Laiba. Because of the above explanation, I began to craft the backstory, and as I did, I fell in love with the 1970s feel of Indonesia and the lure of white and black magic. The darkness that came over me and the feeling I got from the story worked so well. As I mentioned before, I see the movie in my head. As I write, and I can feel how the story darkened, and yet it felt amazingly good to be in the darkness. The love story between a witch doctor and his wife goes sideways. The witch doctor must turn to black magic to save his wife. It would be like a priest turning to the devil to save someone. Now the likelihood of that happening is small. Yet it is a book after all, and a creative one at that. The evil. When white and dark magic are used in Indonesia, it is said that one needs to be very careful. Individuals are warned that things can go wrong. Such is the case in this novel. When our main character chooses to save his wife at all costs, there will be consequences. Unfortunately, mistakes are made and things unravel in very dark ways. Now this story all came about from the idea of Maxine's monster having a cool backstory. The backstory took me to a place that I never expected to go. It was dark, and in some parts one was not sure how it would all play out. As far as I was concerned, it all played out quite well, and I loved the journey I took the characters on. The back of the book. 1970s Indonesia. Nasir, the village Dukun, witch doctor, has tried everything in his power to save his wife Laiba. In a last-ditch effort, he seeks out his estranged brother Jan to use the powers of black magic to save his wife. Following his brother's instruction, he must take a virgin's life with a special Keris and bathe his wife in her blood. When the girl turns out not to be a virgin, disastrous results emerge, and Nasir must try and save himself and others with the help of Khalid, his trusted apprentice.